Admiral Akbar cereal with colored marshmallows. There's a prize in every box. The Hogs Pile flavor of that man food.
Here we go. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Damn.
The Galactic Empire has secretly begun construction on a new armored space station, even more powerful than the first dreaded Death Star.
Of course they have.
There lies our first problem with the movie.
We're watching the 2006 special edition, complete with Jedi rocks, so...
Oh, this has Jedi rocks?
It should, right?
Oh, no. But anyway, I do really like this opening. I think it's very visual.
It's very, like, cold and just matter-of-fact.
Yeah, very, very imperial.
Here we go.
Hey, Vader. Who
It's your boy.
I feel like Vader gets better with every film, but it's definitely a good opening. I think it's the tease of the Emperor as well.
Yeah, I love that line that kind of like hypes him up.
It's great. The droid's kind of wandering on Tatooine again.
Because it's things that you knew. 1980s audiences didn't like Empire, so, you know, here's more of the shit you know.
I love Biblical Tuna, though. I think, once again, the costumes and the makeup is just next level.
The pig guards, of course, the Gamorrean guards.
Which, look, it resembles Ben's movie channel's face very well.
Yeah. If we do a face reveal, that's what it'll look like.
I'll tell you what, this is actually quite a pleasant watch about the sound on. Ben, where do you stand on the whole Lucas ghost directed this film? Do you think it was a Richard Marquand film, or do you think it was ghost directed?
I was thinking about that last night. I don't know. I mean, it certainly doesn't have much style. I don't know. Luke hologram intensifies.
Salacious Crumb, my man. I don't agree with droid torture. It really upsets me.
Oh, does it?
I'm joking.
I mean, we should probably cancel the film, right?
Yeah, definitely. I don't like what it's insinuating.
It's certainly offensive. It upsets me every time I watch it.
I'm upset!
Perhaps you should have shown him some respect.
Oh, no!
Holy fucking shit.
Oh, no! I've got Slice and Nichols looking at me.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh, no, I've got the beak showing me his tonsillitis. It's so bad. George Lucas notoriously just can't leave his movies alone.
Fearless and inventive. So, not Return of the Jedi?
You know what's funny, though, is when you get those fans who come up to you and say, did you know there's actually no sound in space? So George Lucas was scientifically inaccurate. Yeah, thank you for, stating the bleeding obvious, mate.
Yeah, I'll put the Chris Stuckman clip if I include that in highlights. Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
When it comes to Star Wars fans, obviously, we're both Star Wars fans, but the one thing as well I think people go on about is when they say, this film, weeks before its release, was actually called Revenge of the Jedi, but George Lucas decided to change it because Jedis don't seek revenge. When I get told that, I just think, yeah, I know. I have seen these movies. It's really obvious. There's nothing clever about telling me something like that.
It's the people who watch 7 facts that even you didn't know about Return of the Jedi. It's just the shit that you've heard 100 times.
Someone who loves you.
I'm going to be really controversial here and say I don't think Carrie Fisher is good in this movie.
She's not. She was doing too much cocaine to give a good performance.
Brutal. I love seeing the Rancor's butt for some reason.
Oh, you do?
Crouching down, looks like he's about to take a shite. That's animal abuse. How dare you hit him with rocks?
Yeah, this is offensive. I can't believe it.
This film needs to be cancelled.
It does.
Jabba's sail barge. Wouldn't mind that myself, to be honest. It looks like a massive loaf of bread, but someone's kind of shaped it to look different. Bobby feet.
Damn, he sure did use that cable to tie Luke up. How awesome.
Okay, Ben. People go on about like the sex appeal of Leia in this movie. Maybe I'm just incredibly boring and dry, but that has never kind of stood out to me. I don't know. I just kind of got over it as soon as I saw it. If you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Oh, Benny boy. Benny going on about his preferences. Obviously, look at the Emperor, just fantastic. Great reveal. I sense that you want to continue your search for young Skywalker.
I do. Yes, I do.
I do. Yes, I do. That's always one of my favorite Yoda quotes for some reason. It's such a throwaway line.
Master Yoda, you can't die.
But once
Master
again,
Yoda, you can't die.
Yes, I can, because the script tells me to. No plot armor for this little green muppet.
This part is always so unintentionally funny. Like he's just like his line delivery where it's like it's so funny. Just
You
wait
can
for
barely
it.
understand him. Also, imagine Yoda, but Yoda's played by Kermit the Frog. Hey guys, it's Kermit the Frog. I'm a Jedi Master.
It's not that different.
Yeah, he really isn't. It's time to play the music.
I always like that line. The then I am a Jedi. And the kind of like kind of weight
It's
there.
good. Yeah.
Some actual amount of drama in the film.
We're roasting Jedi.
No.
Luke. Okay, here it is. The really funny part.
I've always found it really funny how his left ear is kind of bending against the cushion, and it just looks really weird to me. I've always loved that. Just when you think, okay, all right, we've just gotten through that Yoda scene. Now you've got an extra scene of information. Don't you just love how he just sits down because he's so bored?
Leia's my sister, even though we didn't consider that shit in the past two films.
Yeah, it feels like a weird retcon, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's what people kind of forget is, like, how planned out was the original trilogy, really?
I don't think it was planned out as much as people say.
I mean, it's certainly still more cohesive than latter-day shit.
Yes.
No one's ever really gone.
What really frustrates me is that's the first time he's seen Lando since being stuck in a block of chocolate, and
he has no beef.
no beef. I mean, Han Solo would not react like that. Han Solo would probably punch him.
Many Bothans died to bring us this information.
Many Bothans died, because that really fucking mattered. We knew who they were.
Suddenly this movie is so much more funny.
Oh, I always love this line delivery. It's so awkward where he's like, General Nadine. It's so weird.
General Nadine.
General, count me in.
General, count me and my
That's
co-plan.
Yeah.
General, count me in.
General, count me in. I'm with you too. And it just turns into like a Saturday morning cartoon with like, all the heroes are here.
Yeah, I tell you what, Return of the Jedi really did kind of kickstart, for me, the kind of curse of the third, which is a term I coined. For the third in a trilogy that feels like a tonal departure from the first two, is nowhere near as good as a story, and just kind of ends strangely. No! I mean, who actually likes the Ewoks?
I grew up with the Ewoks.
Oh, Ian McDiarmid, though. What an actor.
So good.
It's an older code, sir, but it checks out.
Yeah, it's an older meme, but it checks out.
What this film becomes on Endor is just kind of like a meandering ball fest where they join a weird teddy bear cult, fight a few speeder bike guys, and obviously momentum doesn't play its part when they're going hundreds of miles per hour down a deadly forest and they just kind of fall on the floor and are fine.
Yeah.
And they drag out the shield generator stuff so much. I mean, there's no urgency to this film. It just kind of plods along. I do like the speeder bike sounds though. They're kind of. What was that?
That's great. I do like the Scout Trooper design, like the helmet and all that. Looks good.
Oh yeah. Once again, it's a masterpiece of production design and costumes and makeup and
it's
models.
The script that's the problem.
Yes, it really is. Oh, I'm on a close-up shot of C-3PO's golden balls.
There it is. Yep.
Cool.
The death of all things holy.
What? Wicket the Ewok?
Yeah.
It's so goofy and it annoys me because the film completely stops just to have this stupid scene.
Merchandise tie-in. I
I would be proud to be a stormtrooper. If I was an Ewok, I would probably take that to my grave. I wouldn't want to be an Ewok. They're crap. Is he eating popcorn or something?
Look, it's a hat.
And this is where the problem lies, is they're a primitive species, and somehow they take down a technologically superior empire.
Could you imagine if Star Wars had swearing in it, how awkward that'd be? But the Scout Trooper just says, what the?
WTF?
Like if it had like Goodfellas level language or something.
I'm in the middle of the fucking weeds, laying down. He comes over, he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm resting.
I wouldn't mind seeing Star Wars kind of indulge in some expletives, but kind of Star Wars versions, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess every time they say blast it, it's supposed to be like, fuck it, I guess.
The Emperor sitting in his golden throne, watching out at the stars, wondering, when is my next paycheck? A spark of rebellion.
We're the spark that will light the fire that will burn the First Order to the ground.
Oh, the Ewoks. Fuck my life.
That's so bad.
Speaking Ewokese, because that's not the laziest name for their language.
No, you're kidding me. Is that the actual name for it?
That's what it says on the subtitles. I never knew that. Is
Sorry.
this the worst scene of the film?
I would.
It's not necessitated.
It's not necessitated, but it doesn't offend me as much as Ewoks throwing rocks at
Boo
Empire.
boo, Sarlacc.
There is an episode of the Clone Wars that's really good where the Republic crash land on a planet of a neutral nation who do not want to be on any faction. You totally could have done something really interesting with the Ewoks there. But no, that would have been too subtle and intelligent for Return of the Jedi.
Leia, do you remember your mother?
It's such a bad scene. I mean, the dialogue, and it's just not good.
She died when I was very young, you know? Like, I remember her, like, at birth.
I can barely remember what I had for dinner last night, let alone being a child.
Your father?
Your father.
There's more. I won't tell you now, but,
I do think this sequence is actually quite well lit. I mean, it's a little bit more dramatic than kind of really flat lighting on Endor during the day.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Didn't you say Empire is your favourite 80s film?
yeah. Like,
Great choice.
not even close. It's, like, the best of the entire decade.
Great choice.
Oh, here it is. Come on, tell me, what's going on?
I can't.
Or whatever she says. Such bad acting from her.
I can't tell you.
I can't tell
Yeah.
you.
Kind of awkwardly.
That's how you can tell. It turns into,
Awkwardly-
like, terrible love triangle, like CW bullshit.
awkwardly turns away, like it's a melodrama. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm about to get to the worst moment of the film. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
There it is.
Tell you what, though, I love the sequence. This is where the film kind of really discards all of the tonal issues, and it's just this great kind of two-way conversation.
You're saying it's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it?
It's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it.
Yeah, of course. No, I just love seeing Vader's internal conflict. I love seeing the kind of confidence in Luke to actually confront Vader. It's vagina face!
Mean Numb, yeah, the best character who they had to reprise for the next trilogy because who really gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
I do like that Lando and Nien Numb are kind of like a discount Diet Coke version of Han and Chewie. It's really funny.
I never really thought of it. Oh god, this retcon where there are people try to be like, it's Captain Rex from the Clone Wars because he has a beard.
No, it's not Captain Rex because this was made in 1983. Although I do like a bit of Rex, not gonna lie.
I kind of like that moment, how they have the elevator lights kind of go up one by one.
Oh, you mean an interesting transition?
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine actual, effort put into it.
Yeah. Do you remember match cuts? Do you remember kind of fades? Do you remember innovative scene transitions?
Fearless and innovative.
Is that just the quote of the stream now? Is that?
Yeah, it pretty much is.
Oh, we're getting into our robot chicken moment, mate.
Yeah, we are.
Faith in your mama. Your mama was so fat that Jabba the Hutt said, damn. Oh, your mama fight. Your mother is so fat that she thought a lightsaber had fewer calories.
Oh, I'm about to get to It's a Trap, iconic. Admiral Akbar cereal with colored marshmallows. There's a prize in every box. The flavor of that man, dude.
Colorful marshmallows!
And the fish falls out of the box.
That's great. My favourite line in that advert is actually when he says, I guess I gotta eat this boring oatmeal.
I guess we'll have to eat this boring oatmeal.
It's a trap!
I love the dance that he does in the background right at the end. That's one of the funniest parts. Yeah, this is everything that I wanted the sequel to Empire Strikes Back to be. The Ewoks,
Yeah, and the kind of meandering. That's the word I would describe Return of the Jedi the most, meandering. And then
The entire second half of the movie is cross-cutting between three things and only one of them is interesting.
that's not a good ratio. Look, Mr. Saltine, you go, when you glass door job, you're going to sit on your chair and spin, I can feel your
We have
anger.
the Palpatine shitting moment. Here we go. Here's the good stuff.
Yes, and then what's it going to do? It's going to cut away.
Yeah, it cuts back to bullshit. There's Return of the Jedi in a nutshell.
It's like being blue-balled for 2 hours.
We'll put the Jar Jar meme.
There you go. That's a stream highlight. I mean, I certainly don't hate this film at all. I mean, we joke about it a lot. I like it, but then, as I said, like is a very broadly used term anyway.
Yeah.
It's as a film, it's okay.
I give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, which is still very generous. Luke and Vader fighting. It's the good stuff. But once again, as you said, because there's so much going on, it feels like this fight loses all momentum and pacing. Because
yeah, it does. It's better if you just watch it on YouTube, all edited.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's over, Vader. I have the high ground. This is just an engrossing scene. It's just really good. Luke with the use of the split lighting. Brilliant.
That's probably the singular best moment of the entire film, that like wide shot where it's like panning out from under the stairs and like kind of like calling them. The music there is amazing.
Yeah, it sounds like people singing in a choir, doesn't it? This is great, just the back and forth of Vader staring.
About to be ruined by the no.
No! Which is what I say when I realise I've got chili sauce in my chicken burger. I've just got to the point where the satellite dish has been knocked off the Falcon.
Yeah, of course.
Which fans obviously went freaking wild for in Force Awakens when the satellite dish is a different make!
It's a rectangle now!
It looks like a stoppage sign!
I love the use of the Imperial March there, the kind of like airy version of it.
Oh, what, the kind of like din, din, din.
Where it's kind of like the harp going down.
Yeah, it's great.
They reused that moment in Rise of Skywalker in the worst way. It's terrible.
Oh, I'm never going to watch Rise of Skywalker.
Very, very kind of a sad scene.
I know it's really sad.
Where they, of course, have to like wax his eyebrows for some reason in the special edition, because ew, grody.
It's fine for him to have eyebrows. Why is that
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of, once again, I don't know, we're reading too much into eyebrow gate, but I'm at the point now where they're exploding the Death Star again.
Oh, this time, brilliant.
I'm coming up on the whole, what's it? Okay, I get it. You know, you love Luke.
It's not like that.
He's my brother. Have you seen the memes of Han Solo with the kind of math symbols all around him?
I'm still at this not great scene. All right, I understand. When he comes back, I won't get in the way. Like they turned Han Solo into like such a manipulative, pouty little bitch in this film.
It's such a waste of a good character.
Fire.
I do.
Looks like he's holding a marshmallow.
That's just ruined the scene for me. This is another example of visual storytelling with great music and great lighting. And I think Chris Stuckman made the point that Luke is the only one at the funeral. And
yeah, I guess he is.
Pretty tragic. It's a beautiful scene, and it kind of, that's what I do like about Jedi a lot, is that it actually kind of does bring some closure to the end of this series in a way that I don't think any other Star Wars movie has. Oh man, it looks like Black Panther.
Fucking Naboo, really?
Coruscant. Oh no, the CGI looks dated. Don't forget that great moment where Lando is kind of clapping awkwardly.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
Just clapping away, clapping away. Clapping away.
Oh, look, it's Hayden Christensen. Dude, like, if you're gonna change him, at least change, like, Alec Guinness to Ewan McGregor for consistency.
Makes no sense, does it? It's actually a fun film to talk about, and I think actually talking about the movie is more enjoyable than actually watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a film that certainly does, not get better the more you watch it. Let's just put it that way.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't hold up. Empire and Star Wars hold up very, very well. The Luke and Vader stuff is some of the best stuff in the whole trilogy, but it just kind of gets lost under this kind of murky lake of nonsense and garbage. John Knoll as well. Nice to see his name on there, who created Photoshop, I believe.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's obviously prominently in the Phantom Menace behind the scenes.
That documentary is just amazing. It's so great.
So good.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
They cut them down like butter. They're really pretty useless. It's such a weird moment where like the Jar Jar early screen test where they're like have him hanging out the side of a truck while they're driving down the road. That's
so funny. That document, like I said, the doc is better than the film. Oh, if you experience any condition that detracted from the theatrical presentation of this film, please call 1-800-PHONE-THX. Right, I'm getting that up right now.
Yeah,
hey, George,
we'll just tell them
special edition
sucks.
Yeah.
Where do we stand, Stan? Do we want to piss off some people who call it one of the most overrated films of all time?
Yes, I'm going to say it's very overrated.
I mean, considering the fact that's like in the top 100 on IMDb, I would probably have to agree.
You're kidding.
Oh, I'm not. It has like an 8.3 on there.
Dude, no, it's definitely not top 100. But to anyone out there who clearly loves this film more than we do, great to hear it. I'm glad that it has a fan base because, like I said, I do think it has some good stuff to it. I just feel like the biggest problem is the script. But fair play.
Peace out, guys.
See you, boys!
General, count me in.